Hey everybody, it's Randy with Carchaeology, and I wanted to give you an update on the Muppet Studebaker project. This is a little walk-around video. Basically, after the paintwork is done, I still obviously need to do wheels and tires at this point, but overall I'm really pleased with the way that the graphics came out. I think it came out super cool. I got it as close as I could get it to the original film photos and stuff, and I think I'm just pleased with it. Yes, if I look super close, I can see some little differences, but overall, it's looking pretty good. So here's a couple pictures of it with the wheels and tires dealt with. Getting some little thin white walls on there I think look cool, and overall, getting it on its wheels makes it look like a car. And don't let this video fool you. I'm not really driving it at this point. I was cranking it forward with the starter until I could roll down the hill. It is not running yet, and quite frankly, it doesn't have brakes either. But to see it in motion here is so cool. It's so fun to see this rolling down the road, and I can't wait to get it running and driving so I can take it out there and share it with the world. It's going to be a blast. Now, before I roll it in the lab here, this is a perfect opportunity to do a good walk around of it out in the daylight. And again, getting it up on its wheels made a huge difference to me. And yes, I varied from the film car here when it came down to wheels and tires. I've got to say, even as a little kid, when I was watching the movies and the Muppets painted the tires, it just made me angry. You don't paint tires. It was something that I just really never liked. And so on my replica here, I've chosen to keep the tires nice. I went with white walls that kind of echo the shape of the bubbles and stuff on there, and then continued the colors and graphics on the wheels. And overall, I think it came out great. It certainly satisfies me, and that's really what it's all about, because this is my replica. I'm not necessarily trying to make it flawless perfect, but I did work very hard on trying to get the graphics as close as I possibly could, because that was a fun challenge to do. Now, I still need to scrape some paint off of that one rear window and things like that, but the goal now is to get it into the lab to really get it up and running so that I can take this car out and share it with the world. Putting it out here in the daylight and seeing it, man, this is going to be a crowd pleaser, and I cannot wait to see it roll and run on the road. So here it is, a couple pictures in the lab. Party on, let's go. So I've now got the Studebaker here in the lab, and I can really focus on doing the mechanical work that it needs to be done. Definitely wanted to paint it outside. I don't really have a spray booth, and I didn't want to overspray on any of the other shiny stuff in here. So I accomplished what I needed to do outside. I got it up on wheels, I got it rolling, and now I got it here in the shop. So I'm sourcing some parts for it. I've got a carburetor coming that should be here in the next few days. I've got to research radiators, because the one that I have, I ended up bringing to a radiator shop, and he quoted me $1,500 to recore the thing. And well, that's what I paid for the whole damn car. So I'm going to try to find maybe a good aluminum radiator, something cheap that I can put in there that will keep it cool and keep it running. I also need to sort out brakes, because there are no brakes other than the parking brake, although it looks like everything is there. So I'm going to try to bleed the system, just kind of see if maybe it will work if I get lucky, or I might just go ahead and replace all of that stuff as well. If I can get the thing up and running really good, well, then I'd definitely like to drive the heck out of it, because I think it would be a blast to bring out and share with people. But overall, I'm really excited. I think it turned out great as far as the cosmetics. It was a wonderful challenge for me to take on creatively, and it looks darn cool. So I'm going to do some interior work as well. I need to make sure all the lights work and all of that. So it's a long way from being a running and driving car, but now I look at it and I'm motivated to make that happen. Because when they're cool like this, they need to be brought out and shared with people. As much as I'm going to enjoy staring at the thing here in the lab, I really want to bring it out. I want to see reactions to people, reactions from people when I'm driving it on the road. I love to take to some parades and car shows and stuff and just let it entertain the crowds, which it undoubtedly will. And it's been really fun to post some progress photos and video on social media. Done some stuff on TikTok that's done really well, stuff on Instagram, Facebook, etc. Everybody seems to really be excited about this project. It's reaching a lot of people that aren't necessarily car people, but are Muppet fans, and that fan base is absolutely massive. So it's been a really rewarding thing to do right now. Definitely a fun pre-summer or summer project here. Now I've got it in the shade. I can actually come out here and work on it, get up underneath it, and not be stuck out in the gravel and chase down all of the maladies that these cars get when they sit too damn long. So please follow along for more videos and more info on the Studebaker. And I definitely hope to get some really good proper driving videos, not just coasting down the hill in my yard. And I'd love to get some videos of it parked out there in the world with people freaking out on it. It'd be a fun car to mount cameras onto just to catch reactions from people on the road out of all the cars that I've had. And I've had some seriously wacky ones. I think this one has potential to drawing the biggest crowd. So thanks everybody for watching. Keep on digging them up and driving them and have fun out there. All right? Bye-bye.